This is another video to either somebody or my future self or to my old self that I'm remembering. We had a really powerful day today. We did the 5.5 hour pineal gland activation at starting at 4 a.m. Excuse me. It didn't feel like that 5.5 hours at all. It was really truncated. The time was shrunk and contracted. It was different. I didn't get the full-on electrical storm that I normally get when I do the pineal gland. It's more gentle but beautiful. It was still lovely and blissful. I was probably quite tired. I didn't overcome my body very well. I had pain in my back a little bit, and I was like the sitting. I got really tired of the sitting, so I was happy to lie down. Turns out I had no air in my mattress on the floor. That didn't help at all. But I wasn't hearing necessarily what was happening. I was hearing different things that weren't actually what he was saying. Particularly, at one point we were apparently told to now lay your body down. And everybody got up and started laying down. All I heard was, it's all energy. Well, he didn't say that. So I don't know whether I was asleep and replaying something in my head I'd heard a lot, or what was going on. But it was really beautiful, and yeah, it just felt really surreal. I was hearing sounds from very far away, but you're in another realm, and it's quite magical. But I just don't remember much of what happened. I just don't remember. Anyway, after that we did the changing boxes, and it's a powerful meditation. It's the one that literally changed my life. It's the one I did in San Diego that removed all of the issues I was dealing with and created a new future, because I stepped out of the box and walked into a new reality. So I really have a powerful connection to that meditation. So doing that today was really, really cool. Lots of power and energy in that beautiful moment. And it was just a 20-minute one, which is you're straight in there and you're changing the operating system and you're out. And I just had such a beautiful connection to that. And then the last thing we did was the second coherence healing, and I'm a healee, and it was really special. Same healers as yesterday, so the energy was more intense. I had sensations running up and down my arms and legs, lots of electrical energy, a little bit of convulsing just before they came in the room, or maybe just when they first got there, but it wasn't really dramatic or painful. But I had light into my head, and I had to give the permission to this light, but this light entered my head, and I felt like I was a light body, and I felt like I was floating above my body as a light body. And then interestingly, one of the healers said that to my head, to the right of my head, to the left of my head, was a light body was standing there looking at me, and she said, I'm sure it was you looking at yourself. Which is interesting, because I did feel like I was out of my body. So it might have been me. It would have to be me or somebody very close to me. She said they were just there for you, nobody else. And they were standing right there next to you. And I felt the energy and the light enter from that side of the head where they were standing and go across. And then it got very coherent. And there's lots of patterns in there and lots of frequency going on when the healers started doing their thing. And then the trippiest bit was, so I turned my hands upwards to send healing, love energy back to the healers when they turned their hands on their hearts. And that was really hard to move my hand around. But then once I locked on them, everything of my body sucked to the ground. Like I was magnetized to the ground. I could not lift my legs, could not lift the rest of my arm. My upturned hand was the only thing that was facing up. I couldn't move anything. And I sort of wonder now, thinking about it. So I'm so used to giving and not receiving. And here I was trying to give when I was meant to be receiving. And so there's a message there. Like my hand was up giving, but my body was being held there saying you need to receive. I think there's a message there. So that's something for me to work on. And tomorrow's the last coherence healing. So I think it'll be really powerful. Now we've made a really strong connection with the healies. It's going to be, and the healers and the healies, it's going to be really powerful. And we'll start tomorrow morning with Walking with the Mystic, which is our walking meditation with the breath and lots of lying down. And the other thing that happened today is I worked out a new way to activate the breath that works for my body really well. And it was by accident, because Dr. Joe had us lie down to practice the lying down breath. I didn't have my mattress, so I'd taken it away. So I put my cushion under my lower back, and I put my knees up, and then I arched up a bit to get the straight spine effect, and it was more powerful. So I've learnt something else my body prefers that I wouldn't have figured out if it wasn't for that. So you've just got to believe that everything is for you, not to you, and then you'll find the magic and the message and everything that you do. So please remember that. Never forget that. Love and blessings.